News from around the globe. Hot, fresh, balanced and objective. On Unity.
Hello and welcome to News Hour on Unity TV. The headlines: INEC extends PVC collection deadline. Gunmen kidnap divisional police officer in Plateau. EFCC arraigns ex-ABU VC Borsa over alleged 1 billion naira fraud. And on the foreign scene, 9 killed in Burkina Faso Merck's attack. And in sport, Barca beats Betis Real Clasico Super Cup final. And those were the headlines, and for details and more of the stories, I am Ruqayyat Sani Ibrahim. The Independent National Electoral Commission INEC has extended the deadline for the collection of permanent voters' cards PVCs until Sunday 29th of January 2023. Recall that INEC had earlier fixed the collection deadline on Sunday 22nd January 2023, but following a meeting on Thursday, the INEC National Commissioner Festus Okoye, in a statement, said the extension is to ensure that registered voters have ample opportunity to collect their PVCs ahead of the forthcoming election. He explained that collection at the registration area ward level is extended by one a week from Monday 16th Sunday 22nd January 2023, while that of the local government level will resume on Monday 23rd and Sunday 29th January 2023. The ruling All Progressives Congress yesterday expelled its former Plateau State Chairman Ishaya Itse from the party. Mr. Ishaya Ashom, APC chairman of the former state chairman's ward, Jos Jarawa, in a press briefing while accusing Itse of anti-party activities among others, said Itse, who is parading himself as the state chairman of APC after taking it to court, which contravenes the APC constitution, is no more a member of the party. Represented by his vice, Gebra Azi, the chairman said the ward executive unanimously sat and resolved in affirmative the expel of Itse from the party and affirmed their unallied loyalty to the Rufus Bature-led state executive. A police officer said to be the divisional police officer, DPO of the Pankshin division in the Pankshin local government area of Plateau State, was kidnapped a few days after he returned work at the division. The name nor rank of the state officials could not be ascertained as at the time of filing this report, and the State Police Public Relations Officer PPRO DSP Alfred Alabo was not available to shed light on the development. However, a resident of Pankshin who did not want to be named told newsmen that kidnapping has been rife in the local government in recent times and everyone lives in fear. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) has arraigned the immediate past Vice Chancellor of Ahmad Bello University, ABU Zaria, Professor Ibrahim Garba, before Kaduna State High Court over alleged laundering of 1 billion naira. The former VC was dragged to the court with the university's former bursar, Ibrahim Shehu Usman. The door was arraigned before Justice A.A. Bello of the State High Court on an 8-count charge bordering on theft and money laundering to the tune of over 1 billion naira by the Kaduna Zonal Command of the EFCC. A statement by the EFCC spokesman Wilson Uwajaran said the arraignment followed months of discreet investigation triggered by a petition accusing the DOE of diverting monies meant for the renovation of the popular Congo Conference Hotel, Zaria. The former Director General DG of the Labour Party Presidential Campaign Council, Doyin Okupe, on Thursday said he has been released by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) in Lagos. It was earlier reported that Okupe was arrested by the Department of State Services (DSS) at the Murtala Muhammad International Airport, Lagos, on Thursday morning. One of Okupe's lawyers, Tolu Babaleye, who spoke to newsmen on the subject matter on Thursday, said the DSS asked him to provide court processes where he paid the fine option following his money laundering conviction by the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja. Subsequently, he was handed over to the EFCC with the spokesman of the service, Peter Afunanya, confirming Okupe was intercepted at the instance of the EFCC. The Ogun-born politician fumed at the development. According to him, EFCC officials later apologized for embarrassing him. The presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is being widely criticized by the majority of Nigerians from the southeast region over his statement that they will languish in longer marginalization unless they vote massively for him to become the president. Tinubu said this in Enugu on Wednesday while he was there for the state presidential campaign rally at the Michael Okpara Square. He said they have to work hard to support his presidential bid. If not, they will get soaked sliced bread as a region. Tinubu was warmly received by two Igbo governors, Dave Umahi of Ebonyi State and Hope Uzodinma of Imo State, among others. APC bigwigs, while he was speaking to APC members in Enugu and the region, Nigerians of Igbo extraction misconstrued their statement and criticized him for issuing a threat and insult. The former Lagos State governor has received backlash, mostly on social media. Gunmen on Thursday killed 4 vigilantes on duty and set 5 buildings ablaze in Ihiala, the headquarters of Ihiala local government area of Anambra State. According to a statement by the police spokesman in the state, Tochukwu Ikenga, the attackers beheaded one of the victims. The police spokesman, however, said the police and military operations in Ihiala neutralized one of the attackers after responding to a distress call at about 2:55 a.m. on Thursday. He said the Joint Force operatives also recovered 2 locally made IED launchers, 7 undetonated IEDs, 40 pieces of live cartridges, 15 live 7.62 mm AK-47 ammunition, knives, charms, and other dangerous weapons. DSP Ikenga also said the Joint Force operatives' engagement with the arsonists obstructed them from causing further damages, while some escaped with bullet wounds. The incident happened just after 4 persons were killed on Tuesday in the Eziani community of the same council area. And on the foreign scene, 9 people were killed when suspected terrorists attacked a mosque in northeastern Burkina Faso, locals said Thursday. The attack happened at around nightfall on Wednesday in the village of Golgatunu in Burkina Faso Sahel region, when assailants arrived on motorbikes and had worshippers inside the mosque. A witness said thousands of people have died and more than 2 million people have fled their homes since terrorists began launching attacks on Burkina Faso from neighboring Mali in 2015. More than a third of the country's territories lies outside of government control. The insurgency fell to court last year among army officers angered at the rising toll. The latest junta is headed by Captain Ibrahim Traoré, who at 34 is the world's youngest leader. And in sport, Marc-Andre ter Stegen saved twice from the spot to help Barcelona beat Real Betis 4-2 on penalties after a 2-2 draw on Thursday, setting up a Clásico Spanish Super Cup final. The Catalans will face their bitter rivals Real Madrid on Sunday after Carlo Ancelotti's side beat Valencia on penalties on Wednesday. However, Fulham increased the pressure on Chelsea boss Graham Potter with a shock 2-1 victory that saw Blues forward. João Felix sent off on his debut before a decisive blunder from Kepa Arrizabalaga. Potter's troubled side crashed to a 7th defeat in their last 10 games in all competition. Chelsea fall behind to a goal from their former winger William in the first half at Craven Cottage. Keldo Clubley equalized after the break, but Felix was dismissed for a reckless start-up lungs on Kenny Tebe before Carlos Vinícius headed the late winner after Kepa's mistake. With this bulletin, we've come to the end of our news for today. You can follow us on our social media handles at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Unity Radio FM TV, respectively. I am Ruqayyat Sani Ibrahim. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of our programs. Thank you.